is in earthly, physical event. To take it and spiritualize it, I'll comment about spiritual Israel in a minute. To take it and spiritualize it, you get all kinds of horror stories. The Holy Ghost is in us. Jesus is in the Father. The Father was in Jesus. We are in Him. Jesus said, whosoever receives me, receiveth him that sent me. So that which is also in God. And all this in taking place without a marriage. Did y'all get that? That's what the Bible calls fornication. This one union that's taking place with us and Jesus has all been done without a marriage taking place. The marriage supper of the Lamb, we are not the bride in that event. Again, we're the body. And for the body, I'm not how I'm going to express this. To marry itself, I'm giving you the scripture now, is confusion. That is the very best. He made it very clear, the scripture you read Sunday, that he's married. Those notes in this notebook. Just as in Deuteronomy 24. I'm going to tell you, God did not give this to me to make an issue, but merely to inform you as to what things are. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it as a doctrine, because we don't have time. 24. When a man hath taken a wife and married her, it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he hath found some uncleanness in her, to let him write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house. When she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. If the latter husband enter and write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house, or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband would send her away and not take her again to be his wife. After that she is defiled. That's real clear. You send a man marries a woman, divorces her, sends her out, she marries somebody else, he cannot take her back again to be his wife. The first husband can. Okay? In the case of Israel, when she was divorced by God and sent out, she never remarried. Okay? He divorced her for playing the harlot, and she continued to play harder, but her husband in this case wants her back. And since he never remarried, and she never remarried, he's free by the law to take her back again. Everybody clear on that?
Yes.
All right? Now, if he don't want her back, then he's free to go and marry somebody else like the church. But he have a conflict there because he wants his first wife back again. That's the whole deal, okay?
Yes.
And he will marry her again. And that's when she becomes his bride again. A marriage will take place after the rapture, after the church is gone. Everybody clear on that, do you?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's go to Jeremiah. I was received some comments that was not made clear in the message Sunday. So let's just clarify it. Jeremiah 3. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Answer is no. But it's written in Deuteronomy, she cannot return to him again. Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the heart of many lovers. Yet return again to me, said the Lord. He would not even ask her to return to him again had she gotten married. It would be impossible, and God would violate his own word. The fact that he says, return again to me, means that Israel was never married again. Nobody else ever married her, okay? Now he knows what she's like. It says, yet thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. How many? Look at verse 2. Lift up thine eyes into the high places, and see where thou hast not been lying with. Now that's a statement. He didn't say, no, check out the ones you've been with. He said, take account of the ones you haven't been with. And I believe that when God makes the kind of question, the answer is 0. There's nobody that she looked around and saw she had not been with before. Okay? In the ways hast thou set for them as the raven in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness. Therefore the showers have been withholden, and there have been no latter rain, and thou hast a whore's forehead, thou refusest to be ashamed. Wilt thou not from this time cry to me, my father? Thou art the guide of my youth. Just in here. Once not crying to me? Who's that? Her first husband. Thou art the guide of my youth, since I was little, when the husband ever had. Will he reserve his anger forever? Why did he put her out? Because he's mad at her. His anger was to divorce her. But the question is, will he reserve his anger forever? What's the answer? No. Will he keep it to the end? No. Behold, thou hast spoken and done evil things as thou couldest. The Lord said also unto me in the days of Josiah, the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel hath done? She has gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there hath played the harlot. How many green trees were there? How many high mountains were there? So she's been all over, okay? She's been in every spot, right? And I said, after she had done all these things, turn it on to me. What's she saying? You can come back. Why can she come back? Because she never remarried and he never remarried. So she's eligible, according to the law of Moses, to come back to him and be his wife again. Which she will be, but right now she's divorced. Okay? And I saw her, went for all the causes. I'm sorry, back up again. And I said that she had done all these things, turned on to me, but she returned not. And her treacherous sister, Judah, saw what her sister Israel had done. There used to be just one girl, and now there are 2 sisters because God made them 2 nations, all right? And I saw when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away. How do you put her away? You have to be married to her. You understand? That's how I start talking Deuteronomy 24, about putting your wife away. So he said again here, I saw when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, he had the cause put away. What was the cause? Uncleanness in her. She was very much unclean. He had a lot of uncleanness in her. So therefore, he put her away, and I gave her a little divorce. You cannot give a woman a little divorce without married to her.